I believe one of the most important and most often used words in our world today is the word faith. It seems that you can't ever go very far without hearing this word, whether people talk about having faith or whether people talk about what faith means to them. But what is faith? It seems like you can never really go very far in conversations or on seeing the word faith on stage or the screen. You hear people say things like my mum used to, where they'd say, just have a little bit of faith, or have a bit of faith in the system, or have a bit of a faith in this person. But what does it really mean? What is faith? Well, I believe that everything to do with faith when it comes to Christianity stems out of the need and the importance of relationship. I believe that humans have a need for good, honest, trusting relationships. And I believe that faith finds its basis in relationships. Faith in God is all about the fact that God wants us to have a real, true relationship with him. Indeed, one of the main reasons that Jesus came to earth 2,000 years ago was so that he could allow us to have faith through a relationship with God. Faith and relationships essentially go hand in hand. Faith from a Christian perspective can be seen as a strong or even a complete and utter trust in God. If you read the Bible, you will see that faith is being described as something like a strong hope, a certain trust in someone, and that person is Jesus Christ himself. Faith is the firm foundation under everything that makes the Christian life worth living. It's our handle on what we cannot see. Someone even once said that faith is like holding onto a banister and taking the next step in front of you, even when you don't see the whole staircase. Another really good picture of faith is seen in the film Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. In the film, Indy has to step across a huge void onto an invisible bridge. The reality is that the bridge is there, but he can't see it. He will only know it's there when he takes a step of faith. And he can only take that step of faith once he puts his full weight out onto the void, where the bridge actually is, the bridge that he can't yet see. He has to take a step of faith or even a leap of faith out into thin air. Eventually, he takes the step and the bridge materializes under his feet. The truth is that the bridge was there all along, but it was hidden from his view. Indiana needed to believe that he would be able to cross the void, no matter whether or not he could see the bridge itself. Faith is exactly like that. It's taking a step into the unknown. But for Christians, it's slightly different. Because as you get to know God more and more, and you know how much you can trust him, it's easier to take that step because you know that not only God will be with you as you take the step and as you move forward with him, but also he will meet you where you're at. Faith has lots of different aspects, and the best way I think to understand faith as a Christian is to see it within the context of a relationship with God. Faith is a little bit like a sword that has two different edges. On one edge, it's all about the work that God can do in you once you decide to trust him with the rest of your life. But on the other edge, it's all about the faith that comes to sustain you, to lead you, and to guide you as you continue your relationship with God right throughout the rest of your life on earth. As I've already said, relationship is the real basis of Christian living and the Christian faith. But knowledge is important as well. Faith and knowledge go hand in hand too, but it's important to take both of them rather than just one. It should be the case that as your knowledge of God grows over time and as your relationship with him progresses, your faith should increase as well. That is what faith really is. In other words, the more you get to know about how good God is, how sufficient God is, the more your faith in him will grow. What's more, faith is open to absolutely everyone. It's not exclusive. It's open to anyone who seeks to pursue it. Faith is something that is real, has a real basis for our lives. And it has amazing benefits for all who seek to walk by faith.
If you've enjoyed today's video, I want to encourage you to get connected to us here at Life Church. We've created what we're calling The Journey, and The Journey is a great place for you to go and be equipped, encouraged, and resourced as you go out on your own personal journey of discovering who God created you to be. Inside of The Journey, you'll find all sorts of resources that are just right for you, no matter what stage of your journey with God you may be on. We'd encourage you to get connected to us via the link below and take this opportunity to grow in your journey with God.